I have been struggling and overweight my entire life. Growing up, I was kind of the fat girl trope. As a younger adult, I would go to work, and then when I got home, that's when my binge eating would start. At my heaviest, I weighed around 375 pounds. I felt very insignificant. I felt very lost. I felt very lonely. I would always say, like, I want to lose weight and get healthier before I get pregnant. Unfortunately, I got pregnant unexpectedly. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. I was like, at this point, I know I need help. I had my bypass in January of 2018. Currently, I weigh between 155 pounds and 160 pounds. My iPhone thinks that I'm like 6 different people in my phone, and I have to go through and tell them, no, that's me. I feel like a completely different person. I feel like these steps were the steps I needed to get to the person that I was always supposed to be. I have been struggling and overweight since before kindergarten. I remember 5 years old, I was told that I had weight issues. I was kind of the fat girl trope. I was a lonely kid. I didn't have a lot of friends. I stayed home a lot. And because of that, that's kind of what drove me to food. It was not necessarily eating unhealthily, but more eating just a lot. I would just eat double portions, binge eating, overdoing it. I would try to eat really well in the morning, but the problem was a lot of my overeating came from not being able to cope with my emotions. And so, you know, I'd have a stressful day. And then by the end of the day, I would be going home and binge watching and binge eating. That cycle just perpetuated, and I actually gained a lot of weight really fast. I turned 19 and moved in with my ex-husband, and within a year, I gained another 100 pounds. I felt very insignificant. I felt very lost. I felt very lonely.
Do you know how many calories you would be eating on a day like that?
Ooh, I don't know specifically, but I know just off the top of my head, it was over 3,000 at least. Now it's been so long that stuff like this is so sweet to me that I can't eat it anymore. Oh, I mean, it looks so good. I just can't believe that I would eat the whole thing. I had reached a really heavy point. Me and my ex-husband had talked about having kids. I would always say, like, I want to lose weight and get healthier before I get pregnant because I knew what an important role that my body and my health played in having a baby. Unfortunately, my health impacted my hormones and I got pregnant unexpectedly. When I was going in every 2 weeks to the doctor's office for my pregnancy appointments, I realized how serious my weight was and how far it had gone. As my pregnancy went on, there were different things that happened that just scared me. I remember at about 20 weeks, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. Up until that point, I had been making efforts, but I was like, at this point, I know I need help. That's when I started looking into weight loss surgery. I was really scared about it because I was a high-risk patient, but I knew that the surgery itself and the healing from it was short and that the long-term benefits of it were gonna far outweigh my fear of it. I had my bypass in January of 2018. From the minute I was cleared for physical activity after my weight loss surgery, I went and joined a gym. I would go and I would put in 10 minutes, I would put in 20 minutes, I would put in 30 minutes. And over the year and a half, I was able to work that up and to have like an hour-long workout where I wasn't able to do that before. At my heaviest, I weighed around 375 pounds. I hit 160 pounds around the fall of 2019. And then I have been maintaining since the end of 2019. I work out as much as I can. Typically it's between 5 to 6 days a week. I didn't think I could get to this point where I could be as active as I am, but that's coming from nothing. So I have a lot of respect for my body now. Right now I'm just focused on taking care of it. Currently I weigh between 155 pounds and 160 pounds. There's a lot of stigma around gastric bypass surgery, that if you choose to do it, you're choosing the easy way out. But when you look into it, I have surgically altered an organ of my body. I have to relearn how to use this body now. I had to learn how to eat smaller meals throughout the day because my stomach only holds so much at one time. In the fall of 2019, I was experiencing a lot of pain around my abdomen and my middle section where I had just loose skin from where the weight was sitting on me before I had lost it. So I had a paniculectomy, and that also was really hard. That recovery time was almost as bad as the recovery from my weight loss surgery, just without the complication of relearning how to eat. I am very, very proud of the way I look now. I still have excess skin everywhere because I just had that much excess weight on me, and that's something I have accepted. Do I love that fact? Nope. But it is what it is. Hi! You look so pretty. I had just had my weight loss surgery in January of 2018, and that summer I made the decision to want to go back to school. That's where I met my friend Bailey, and it's interesting because I was only about 4 or 5 months post-op when I met her. She basically got to watch the whole transformation. You gotta check this out. Check it out.
Dude, that is insane.
Look how, just wide.
Oh my God. Dude, you could wear that as a dress.
I do wear it as a dress. It's like, how? I just don't understand. Like, this used to be my shirt. I used to fill this. It's nice when she can appreciate growth I've had in situations. She'll be like, you wouldn't have been able to do that 3 years ago. When we met, we talked, and I just gushed out to you guys like my whole life story. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we cried after.
Oh yeah.
High five.
Yes. Feelings.
I feel like you were just kind of learning how to love yourself almost.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to just think of myself as myself instead of just this character that built up.
You're growing a lot.
A lot. Yeah. I am very proud of where I am and how far I've come and the work that I've put in.
You looked so baby faced.
Well, it's because I had all that fat on my cheek. When I was really big, my self-worth and my world in general was just very small. Now that I am past that, I literally just feel like I can do whatever I want.
Hey, look!
I feel like a completely different person. I remember that.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh my God. Also at the same time, I feel like these steps were the steps I needed to get to the person that I was always supposed to be, the person that was always there to begin with. I just didn't have the tools until now to let myself be that.
We have 2 trans kids.
Anyone can be whoever they want.
I'm just owning it.
Our family is seen to be very unconventional.
So I had kids and I can't be hot anymore. Moms are hot too.
People say I look like a pug, but I love pugs. I take that as a compliment.
I'm bored of people thinking that I cannot be intimate. I'm a young, single, hot piece of disabled booty.
I feel like I'm going to look at myself and be like, who is that?
Life is way too short to be hiding. It is my story, it is my truth.